Okay, so you've had a chance to process sentence 1 and 2 in the right hand, sentence 1 and 2 in the left hand. Let's bring both hands together. And this is where it becomes even more critically important to control the events. Okay, let's have a look. I'm going to take you right into it. So let's get in position. Where does my right hand go? Well, we know this is middle C. Thumb on middle C, 5 fingers over 5 notes. There's my right hand position. Notice how I'm talking aloud? I'm doing this for your benefit, but this is exactly how I'd recommend you practice at home. The more that you can speak your instructions out loud, or we call it external speaker, just go onto external speaker, the more you can say the instructions, the more it consolidates and solidifies and guarantees really solid, clean layering of information. So I've got my right hand in position. Our left hand, here's my C, it's the very next C below, and I put my pinky there and it's 5 fingers over 5 notes. Great, I'm in position. Now, we said that sentence number 1 in the right hand, it started with finger number 3 and then it came down 4. We said that sentence number 1 in our left hand was just the bottom and the top. Now, the clue, the strategy for bringing both hands together with these sentences, I'm just going to say first and last. The left hand plays with the first note of the sentence and the last note of the sentence. That'll become very clear to you as I explain it. So here's my first note of the right hand. Here's my first note of the left hand. So they're going to play together. And that's all I'm going to do. Once I'm clear that I've got these, I'm just going to play them. Great. Now what happens is I'm going to finish off sentence number 1, and that's where it comes down these 4 fingers here. Comes down the 4 fingers, but when I get to the last note, which is this one, that's when I'm going to play my last note in my left hand. Okay, I'm clear that I've got those ready to go. I know exactly what notes I'm going to play. It's going to be these ones here. Great. So notice how slowly I took that? Do you notice that I wasn't paying any attention to try to get it in rhythm and make it sound like the piece? That's not how to do it. The best way to do that is to layer the information very slowly and very clearly. Excuse me. You only got to do this a few times where you're layering it on external speaker, controlling the events, where the brain's like, oh, I get it, I've got it, no problem at all. And it'll come together naturally. And the more that it comes together, where you're layering clean information, the more you're getting this right, you're going to find that it'll come together more quickly. And in fact, a lot of times this natural smooth rhythm will start to emerge quite naturally. So let's just do this once more. So we started with the first note in sentence 1, the first note in the left hand. Then we came down 4 to finish off sentence 1. I get to my last note, and this is my last note. They're ready to go? Great. Let's do it once more. These are my first notes. I finish off sentence 1. I'm coming to the last note. I'm playing the last note and the top note of my left hand. Great. That's sentence 1. We're going to do exactly the same process with sentence 2. Now, if you want to pause the video and process sentence 1 both hands right now, good, do that. And let's assume you have done that. We're going to do exactly the same process. Sentence 2 in the left hand was these 2 notes. Sentence 2 was oriented around these 4 notes in the right hand. We're going to come up the 4 and finish on finger 2. So this was my first, and this was my last. This is my first, this is my last. So the first notes are these 2. Okay, good. I'm going to finish my sentence number 2, and at the very end of it, that's when I play this last note, and at the same time I play this last note. Hey, and there's a little bit of a clue. They're both using finger number 2. Let's do it again. The first notes coming up the 4. Here is my last note, finger 2, and it plays with finger 2 here as well. Great. So let's have a look at sentences 1 and 2, both hands together, from the get-go, from the beginning. Start with these 2 fingers. And now I come down 4. This is my last note, and this is my top note of the left hand. Good, we'll do it once more. These 2 are together. Coming down my 4. This is the last note, it plays with my left hand. Good, we go to sentence number 2. These are the first notes. Up 4, and I finish here, finger 2, with this finger 2. I'll do it once more. Starting right here. First note and first note. Up 4. And we're going to finish here on fingers 2 in both hands. So The more you can be patient with just explaining it, even if it feels like it's sort of mechanical, I guarantee you that the end result is there's nothing like it that's mechanical. It's going to come together very naturally and very musically if you've layered in that clean information. So what I want you to do now is process both hands together, sentence 1, sentence 2, controlling the events with external speaker, taking it very slowly, and then we're going to move forward in just a bit.